All right, team, Coach Bob here. Quick recap from last week before we dive into the board. We went 11-3, pulled in 87 total points, climbed into third place in the league standings, and pushed the season total score to 1,037. Nice week, but we're not settling. Let's build on it. Let's get into week 13 as always. We'll start at the top with the safest plays and work our way down. Safest picks top tier. At 16 points, I'm rolling with the Los Angeles Rams. They're one of the few teams in the league playing complete football right now. Strong defense, balanced offense, and they've been delivering every single week. At 15 points, Jacksonville over Tennessee. Tennessee can't buy a win right now, and Jacksonville usually brings their best on the road. This matchup has been leaning their way for a while. At 14 points, I'm locking in the New England Patriots. The Giants just can't move the ball consistently. New England's defense should control this one at 13 points. Denver, the Broncos' defense has been elite, and Washington hasn't shown they can score on good defenses. At 12 points, I'm taking the Baltimore Ravens. Cincinnati's defense can't stop anybody, and Baltimore has been rolling offensively. At 11 points, Seattle. The Seahawks at home with that passing game is a tough matchup for Minnesota's secondary. At 10 points, Philadelphia. The Eagles are nearly unbeatable at home, and Chicago usually struggles when they step up in class. At 9 points, Miami. New Orleans just doesn't put enough points on the board to keep up with this matchup. Now into the solid picks tier at 8 points, the Los Angeles Chargers. The Raiders can't score, and the Chargers usually control this matchup at 7 points. Pittsburgh's offense is too inconsistent to match Buffalo's scoring ability. At 6 points, I'm going with the San Francisco 49ers. Cleveland's defense is legit, but the Niners have too many weapons. At 5 points, Indianapolis. This one could get tricky, but the Colts are undefeated at home, and that offense can turn it on fast. At 4 points, Kansas City. Dallas is a tough out, but the Chiefs' defense is good enough to keep them in control. At 3 points, Detroit division game. Always tight, but Detroit at home is usually money. Now into the toss-up tier, lowest confidence. At 2 points, Tampa Bay. Arizona covers a lot of spreads, but straight up, Tampa has the better home form. And at 1 point, Atlanta over the Jets. Two teams that are hard to trust, but the Falcons at least bring a competent offense. Those are the picks this week. Lock them in. Let's build on that momentum. And as always, this is about consistency. Drop your own results from last week down in the comments, or tell me which picks you disagree with and why. I love hearing the debates. Coach Bob signing off.